Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we learn about the rules regarding a lapse of an offer under the Contract Act 1872. So, if um, offer will be lapsed, and what would be the circumstances which has been recognized under the Contract Act 1872? So, let's move. The first one is the revocation. So, according to Section 5, an offer may be revoked before its acceptance by the offeree. As we know, that like under the postal rule or under any other circumstances, if the proposal, if the acceptance has been given by the acceptor and it is still not fully communicated to the offer, then there is an option to the offeree that they may send their revocation subsequently. So if the communication of revocation will complete before the communication of the acceptance, then it has been concluded that the revocation took place according to the Section 5 of the Contract Act 1872. The second one is the lapse of time. An offer will come to an end if it is not accepted within the time specified or within a reasonable time where no time is specified. What is the reasonable time is a question of fact depending upon the subject matter and circumstances according to Section 6, subsection 2. So if Mr. A offered Mr. B that he want to give consultancy services to Mr. B upon rupees 7 lakh, as he knew that he is nowadays searching for a consultant as a financial analyst for his portfolio management. And in this letter it has been described that it has been there given that the acceptance would be considered even if it will be replied by the acceptor within a week or 7 days. So this is a prescribed time. If we would not receive any acceptance from the acceptor, then we can say that it will be lapse of an offer due to lapse of time. And if in case there is no prescribed time, then there will be a reasonable time, and how we define the reasonable time is depend on circumstances and mainly depend upon their personal relationship or the past history of their transactions. So according to section 6 and subsection 2, an offer will be called as a lapse if it will not be accepted within a prescribed time, or you can say reasonable time. Now, the third one is the death or insanity. Okay, an offer comes to an end by the death or insanity of the offerer. If the fact of his death or insanity comes to the knowledge of the acceptor before acceptance, okay, according to the section 6 and subsection 4. So the most important word in this clause, sentence is the last two words, that is before acceptance. If Mr. A offers Mr. B, but Mr. B um, has not given his assent or consent or acceptance yet, and before giving acceptance it has come into the knowledge that the Mr. A is no more in this world due to accident, due to sudden heart attack, or due to any reason, maybe he's murdered or uh, any because due to any reason, or he may become insane. He's not a rational, he doesn't possess the rational mindset, so he is not a sound mind, so the competency of party is questionable. Therefore, under these circumstances, before acceptance, not after acceptance, before acceptance, if it has been come into the knowledge of the offeree that the Mr. A has been died or insane, then it will be called as a lapse of an offer. The fourth one is the non-fulfillment of condition precedent. An offer comes to an end when the acceptor fails to fulfill the conditions precedent to the offer, section 6 subsection 3. Counter offer, an offer comes to an end if the counter offer is made. Okay. Condition precedent, like if you impose any condition to the acceptor that if he is willing to accept, then he should fulfill the condition. Like if you offer him to deliver 5,000 goods at your warehouse, and if you deliver 5,000 goods to at your uh, commercial site. So it is a lapse. It can be called as a lapse of offer because he doesn't fulfill all the conditions which has been precedent. So another thing is a counter offer. An offer comes to an end if the counter offer is made. We all knew that. Under the counter offer, the previous offer is no more valid. Therefore, the previous offer has been lapsed. Like if you offer someone that I want to sell my house at 30 million, but the other person instead of giving you acceptance, offer you that he is willing to buy upon sum of money that is rupees 2.95 million. 29.5 million. So now this is another offer. So the previous offer is no more, it's not valid. Okay, now the next one is a non-acceptance according to the requirement. An offer come to an end if it is not accepted according to the requirement, if any of the offer. Okay, so if offer give proposal to the offeree with some more requirement, then but such requirement has not fulfilled, then it can be called as a lapse of an offer. Okay, non-acceptance and rejection. Offer come to an if it is not accepted by the offeree. It is very simple. If offeree is not willing to bind himself into the contract because he doesn't like the offer, or he feels that the offer is not suitable for him, then there may be a rejection or non-acceptance of an offer. Therefore it can be expressly rejected by the offeree, and the offer will no more be valid. It will be a lapse. Subsequent illegality or destruction offer come to an if it becomes illegal or the subsequent matter is destroyed before its acceptance. Like if you want to sell something, Mr. A is willing to deliver Mr. B certain quantity of goods. Okay, and after binding into a contract among the both parties, government of Pakistan has issued any notification that the trade in that good is prohibited and is not allowed anymore, then such contract or such offer has become obsolete, become lapse. So these are the uh, events when offer is no more become valid or can be called as a lapse. And one more thing, or the subject matter is destroyed before its acceptance, like where you want to uh, do any contract, the place has been deteriorated or there is a destruction over there, or maybe like Mr. A is willing to purchase from Mr. B his goods which he manufactured, but suddenly a fire broke out at his warehouse and the subject matter is no more available, then it can also be called as a lapse of an offer before the acceptance. So it's all about the lapse of an offer. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.